people.
Hey people. A lot of you joined us from our Harry Potter video, so thanks for coming over.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the love. We did realise in that video that we might have upset a few people because we said what it's like to be acting in Harry Potter. However, some people have told us that acting, you're not really acting if you're an extra. Which, I guess, to be honest, they have their points.
We have our points. It's debatable.
Yeah, you're allowed your opinion. We thought we'd do another experience. Hopefully this one, people won't think we're clickbaiting because literally we presented for MTV and that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, so today's video is about our experience of presenting for MTV. We did it for about a year.
Yeah, when was it? In 2016, I think?
Was it 2016?
I think it was 2016.
Yeah, and we did it basically every Monday for a year.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. So how we got the job is we got it through our YouTube management at the time. So we went to an audition at the MTV offices. It's Viacom offices. So
yeah,
they
in
have,
Camden.
Yes, they have like Channel 5, they have MTV, I think they also have Nickelodeon.
Do they have like Spike or something?
Yeah, I think they have a few different companies under them.
Comedy Central?
Comedy Central.
It was like an audition, so lots of people were before us and after us, right?
Yeah.
But it was like less than like an open audition. It wasn't like that.
And it was really casual. We went into like a meeting room.
Yeah.
Asked us a little bit about ourselves.
Yeah, and then we stood in front of a camera.
And they said, talk about what's in the news right now, celebrity-wise. And so we just did.
I actually came out of the audition thinking it went well.
Yeah, so did I. They were really lovely people and we really enjoyed it.
So I think we chased like to our management being like, have you heard anything? And they're like, not yet.
We got a email saying that they'd like to do us for they'd like to do us for a trial period, basically.
Yeah, because we didn't really do a proper screen test. They didn't know if we could like present every week and stuff. So I think our trial period was like a few weeks.
It was a whole week.
Was it
so
just
we
a week?
presented every single day for a whole week.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
So for the trial period, we basically got up every morning, Monday to Friday for 1 week, and we presented with them. After that, then we passed it to another presenter who did a trial week, and then it happened again and again and again. And at this point, we kind of didn't know if we'd hear back, if there would be an opportunity for us to work with them again.
Yeah, we didn't really know
what was going on. Did we? And then we found out that we had got it and we were going to be doing Mondays slot.
So yeah, we found out we were going to do Mondays and we were very excited and I think we had like a 6-month contract.
Yeah, and then all the other presenters that were doing every other trial week was doing like Tuesday and then the other one was doing Wednesday. A few of them didn't get a slot.
Yeah, there were some people that didn't get a slot, so we felt very lucky.
Yeah.
Now let's explain what we were doing for MTV, because obviously MTV is a huge thing. Basically, MTV were creating a whole new surge of online content. Yeah. So like a morning news show, but online and all celebrity focused.
Yeah, and so we did it on, you know, it was the stuff that was on MTV's like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Snapchat,
YouTube.
Yeah. Oh
yeah, Snapchat.
Snapchat used to be a big thing because I'm not sure anymore, but MTV had a huge Snapchat following. So their Snapchat was always the one that was pushed out and all this.
And you always did that one.
Yeah, for some reason I always did the Snapchat, and whenever I was on the Snapchat, everybody would be like, oh my god, I've just seen you on Snapchat. Me and Grace got a coffee once and someone was like, did I see you on MTV Snapchat?
I never did that because this comes into the other bit that we did. So people didn't realise that we actually wrote the stories.
Oh yeah, yes, we wrote the stories.
Yeah, so me and Amelia would come into London and we lived quite far away.
Yeah, 7:30, so I think we'd get up at 4:30, 5.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes 4, it depends on the traffic and stuff.
We're very lucky that our mum would give us a lift to the station, then we'd get the train up to London because we don't live in London, then we'd get the tube to Camden, we'd be there a bit early, so we'd go for breakfast in Pret.
We became regulars at the Camden Pret.
Yeah, and then we would sit there, me and Amelia, and we'd actually brainstorm our stories that we were going to pitch to MTV before we actually went into the MTV meeting.
Yes. Yeah, you're supposed to get there at 7:30. We had a few minutes to like look on the news, see what's happening on the stories overnight.
Yeah.
So we'd write them down and then have a meeting at about 7:45.
Was it quarter to eight? With the rest of the MTV like crew. So we'd do a meeting with them, they'd pitch their ideas for stories we'd talk about, we'd pitch our ideas, and then we'd come up with the list.
And it'd be about 4 stories usually.
Yeah, and then we'd have what? Maybe 20 minutes or something?
20 to half an hour to write the stories.
We'd write them on like Google Docs and meanwhile someone else would be editing what we're about to say. So meanwhile I would usually take control of this bit and you would then do the Snapchat at the same time.
Yes.
And then you'd come back and write 2 stories while I was writing them.
Sometimes what me and Grace would then do, I'd be writing a story on my phone as she's writing a story, and then once she's finished writing the story I'll then read it out to her.
Then I think, what, did it get to like 8:20 or something? And then they would say, right, okay, you ready? And then we'd go and film the segment for news. This is the bit where people are also surprised when I tell them we didn't didn't have makeup or hair. We had already done that this morning before we left the house.
Yes.
There was no costume department.
Yes.
You know, which I love. I love this whole thing. Like, I love being able to wear my own clothes and stuff, but people just assume that if you're doing something for a channel like MTV, that there's like a whole makeup department, there's like a whole costume department.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's quite chilled and like a small little...
It was a little green screen, and at the beginning they didn't actually even have a room, so they would just pop this green screen on
around the office,
wherever the office would let them. And there was also building works, so they'd try and do it away from the building works. And me and Grace would sit there and we'd just have to try and remember
the lines.
All the lines. They did have it on an iPad though, which was helpful. They put it on an iPad so we could look at it and remember.
We didn't have that much time to try and learn the stories.
No. But they were very understanding with that.
They didn't expect us to like, learn them off by heart.
We were there from the beginning, so they were still figuring out the best ways to do things while we were just trying to like...
Try and do a good job,
because obviously this was MTV. So for the first 6 months, if any of you watched our Snapchats, like Insta stories or Facebook stories or whatever, not stories, Facebook posts, we would have been remembering them, I'd say, for the first 6 months.
Yeah, probably. At least it felt like that.
Yeah.
And then they finally got an auto cue, which is the thing that you see where people are looking at the camera and it looks like you're looking at the camera, but actually there's lines.
That was life-changing. Life-changing. And eventually they did have a little room. Then they moved to a full-blown studio, which was sick. Yeah. Like, it had a proper green screen, like, fully back to the, like, ceiling
like
to the
a
floor.
proper, what you'd assume a proper
like
studio.
A studio. Like. They had loads of cameras, monitors.
Separate room for them to go in while we're talking to the camera, and they could, like, speak through a microphone and we'd hear it come out the ceiling. It was so surreal because we had gone from, like, but this camera that's moved around the place to then being in a studio. It was insane.
It was so good. But yeah, so then we didn't actually stay in the big studio for that long because our year contract ended and
our time came to an end with MTV.
And we moved on. Although it was lovely working with MTV, and I do believe their production quality probably just got bigger and bigger, and I see some of the videos they do. They're just insane.
It was honestly the most eye-opening experience I think I've done when working with TV, because you kind of see the stages of setup, you kind of get to actually meet the whole team rather than just like click your fingers, you're on the job,
it was very
and then you're
personal.
off.
It was like a little family. We really enjoyed it. And I would say our time on MTV, it was really good and we really, really enjoyed it. It was an experience that we always talk about.
Completely.
However, it's lovely to have our Mondays back. So when it comes to pay, it's an interesting subject. We will never, ever tell you how much it is, but...
I don't think we legally can.
But it was really funny because everybody would always be like, you work for MTV, you're in the dollar.
Yeah, like, now you work for MTV, drinks are on you.
I would always get that. I'd be like, oh my god, you must be so rich, you work for MTV. And I was like, oh, okay. And we always stayed silent. But if we weren't making money from YouTube and doing our other career ventures, we wouldn't be able to carry on doing MTV and survive.
We were doing MTV
for the opportunity,
not for the money, because it wasn't
great money, but we didn't care because we enjoyed the job. We basically were kind of almost just covered for our train of food and just a little bit extra.
Yeah,
but that was okay. Like, that was totally fine, and it was nice as a YouTuber, even though the money wasn't great, to have a regular job, like a regular kind of routine.
But yeah, that was about our time in MTV. Did it for about a year. It was great fun. I think it's the longest job we've ever had other than YouTube.
Yeah. No, I worked in Waitrose longer.
Well, oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh. I suppose I probably worked in TV overall longer.
But, yeah, actually, this is the funny thing. In our other video, everyone was like, you're not actors, you didn't act. So we may have not technically acted in Harry Potter, even though I thought I did, because I was in character Gryffindor eating apple pie. But Grace has actually acted for TV numerous of times.
Yeah. For kids TV.
So maybe that should be another video if you'd like. And
some people did comment on the last video being like, I recognise you from CBBC.
Yes. And we've also kind of actually been on a reality show.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a
few things we've done.
A
few things.
Why do we never talk about it?
I don't know. That's what people said. They were like, you're crazy, you forgot you're in Harry Potter.
I know.
How'd you do that?
I know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and hearing us babble on, but I hope this was interesting for you, and we'll see you again soon. Yeah, but do you know?
On Monday, hopefully.
Do you know?
On Monday?
Yes!
On Monday! Thank you for making so much noise, Juno. I'll go next door now and say that they can continue with the banging.
Oh, listen to her cry. She'll cry. Mummy gone.